Welcome back. Today's video, we're going to be in the weight room. We've got some jumps, we've got some cleans, trap bar, some different accessory stuff that we're going to do today. I wanted to hop on here first and say thank you for the support you guys are showing for the channel. Over the last 2 weeks that I've been really consistent on posting these videos, we've already grown about 700 subscribers. We're pushing 3,700 subscribers total right now. Just a reminder, at 5,000, I will be releasing that sprint program for free for everybody. So we're about 1,000 plus out from hitting that goal. A couple things I wanted to address here first was I'm starting this video off here because in the gym on a Friday, sometimes it can be a little crowded. It's a small gym. It's not actually like a public gym. It's actually a lifting club. Most people that are members are lifting to try to compete in some fashion in whatever it is, whether it's weightlifting, powerlifting is what the most people are going to be there for. So because it's a small gym, I don't usually talk to the camera if people are in there because I don't want to be a distraction. We have people in there who are lifting for specific reasons and they don't need me being a distraction in there. So I'll generally just kind of film stuff and throw some voiceovers on later on. So I wanted to kind of do the intro of the video here while I know I have time to talk to you guys. Second thing is y'all need to relax. There were a lot of comments, a lot of DMs, specifically through Instagram yesterday, because I had mentioned that my lower back was tight. I got people telling me that I lift too heavy, I'm too old to be doing what I'm doing, that's why my lower back is tight. No, none of that is true. I never once said yesterday I was in pain. I never once said yesterday that it hurt. I said it was tight. Why was it tight? Go back and look at the video before. Remember those GHD rows where I said I was focusing on flexion and extension, and then the next day my lower back is tight? That's supposed to happen. It's the same thing as if you do bench press, if you do arm curls, if you do pull-ups, if you do squats. The next day, if you worked out hard, things are gonna feel sore and things are gonna feel tight. But because it's my lower back, people become little pansies and they want to act like now it's an injury when there's muscles in your lower back. I don't know if some of you people who dropped these comments knew this, but there are muscles in your lower back. There's connective tissues down there. If you work it out, things are gonna feel sore and things are gonna feel stiff. It doesn't matter. It's supposed to happen like that. That's how things get stronger. So thank you for your concern. I appreciate you guys trying to look out for me, but saying that I'm too old to be doing what I'm doing is really just motivates me to want to go harder in the gym. So I've got some extra motivation today. I think we're gonna hit some heavy lifts and have some fun. But first, the pre-workout. This pre-workout, there's a company in Iceland that sent me this. I'm not gonna say the name of the pre-workout, but it doesn't mix very well. So we're gonna try to, it looks like, I don't know, like just dirty green water. But it's got some good ingredients. Oh, by the way, this, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but this might be the best mug that there is, caffeine. So, down the hatch with the pre-workout. Let's go to the gym. All right, welcome to the gym. We're gonna start off today, lateral hops, deep-seated box jump variations. We're gonna move into some power cleans, try to build up to a heavy set on power cleans, do some trap bar stuff, do some GHD things. This is one of the last days for this heavy week, so we're gonna hit some heavy loads, do the same thing tomorrow, take a day off, and then move into our deload week for the following week. Today's lateral hops, we're doing the same thing we did last week, sets of 3 on these, just gonna be slowly building out over the course of these 4 sets. This I'm not using necessarily as kind of a jump stimulus. I'm using it to more so warm up the legs and get ready for what my actual jump stimulus for the day is gonna be, which is gonna be those deep seated box jumps. So 4 sets of this, about 3 reps on each leg, thinking about just bouncing off the ground. Switch it over to the other side. And there you have it. Second set, we're gonna try to extend that out just a little bit as we go. 3 reps on each side again. Set number 3. Gonna extend this out a little bit more. I feel like I'm gonna need to be jumping from this part of the box just to give myself a little bit more room because we've got a squat rack right there. Alright, last set. 3 reps again. Starting off with 75 centimeters. So again, for that deep-seated position, you want it to be hips below knees. We're looking to get more explosive from that deep hip flexion, deep knee flexion, versus like the box squats where we're above that position that we did earlier in the week. So we want to get a little bit more range of motion through that. You want it to be low enough to hit that range of motion requirement, but also the height of that depth needs to be based on your ability to explode from that deep range. You shouldn't be getting to the position where you're kind of hitting the ground, you have to stand yourself up and then explode through. You want to feel that you're exploding straight from this deep position here. So that's kind of the idea. So we'll just do probably 2 to 3 reps here real quick. Alright, we'll do 2. You know what I just realized? I realized this position right here, knees close together, feet close together, trying to explode from this deep range, is bobsled. This is what the guy in the back, who's called the brakeman, this is a very similar position on what he needs to explode out of. So, like from the seated position here, my feet are close together, my knees are close together. That's also very, very similar to what you get when you're pushing a bobsled. The back of a bobsled is very narrow because they're built for aerodynamics. So when you're set up on the block and you're going to be doing that hit, your knees need to be close together because that bobsled is going to come right around. And you're holding onto those handles and then you get into a deep position from here and rock into it and explode through. I still work with some bobsledders. This might be something I'm going to start throwing in for them because I get a very similar feeling of being in that deep, closed off position trying to explode out of it as if I was in the back of a bobsled trying to do that. I don't know why, that just clicked. So, if you're an athlete of mine and you've seen these, be prepared, they're coming in your program. Alright, we're going to start building up to a single. We're going to add 2 mats, so 75 centimeters on the box, just about 30 inches. So we're looking at roughly 31 inches on this jump here. Quick, I just looked over there because I forgot to move the camera. But quick tip, fellas, in this position right here, adjust yourself so that you're comfortable. You know what I mean. Alright, 2 more mats means 1 more inch, 31-ish inches on this next jump. We're going to count this as rep number 3. We're going to add some more mats. Alright, we're going to get bouncy. We got 30, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 inches from a deep seated position. We're going to do 1 more. Mats now, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 inches. Comment for the algorithm. Today we're going to be building up to a heavy set of 3 on the block power clean. I have no expectations for what that top number is going to be. And earlier this week I said we were going to build up to a heavy set of 2 on a jerk, and then I ended up doing a heavy single. I'm not doing that today. We're sticking with 3s. If 3 starts to feel heavy, we're not going to bring that rep range down. 3s is the goal today. Looking for clean reps throughout, just trying to be aggressive. Like I said, I got no expectation on what that top end is going to be. Just going to feel it out and just kind of keep building as we go. Set number 2 might be too big of a jump, going 70 to 120. Normally I think I go 70, 100, 120, but for whatever reason I just threw the 25s on, so we're at 120. That kind of slipped out of my hand. Felt surprisingly good, given that that's kind of a big jump. So we're going to go 140, do a set of 3 there. 140, I'll probably count as my first working set, and then either build by 5 to 10 kilos for a couple sets, and then drop off just making 5 kilo jumps towards the end, just till I get to what I feel is kind of an adequate weight for what I would call a heavy triple for the day. Change my thumb tape. The thumb tape I have sucks. It always slides and comes off, so that's why I've been using straps prior to today. Today I wanted to get off the straps and use the tape, but the tape I have is garbage. It always slides off, so I find myself retaping my thumbs 3 times in a single clean session. So this thumb tape is the warm body, cold mind, or cold mind, warm body, whatever it is. That thumb tape is absolute trash. It sucks. We'll go 150 next. We'll jump in 5s right now, and then maybe build up to about 160. So we've got 2 to 3 sets. That's 150. We're going to go 155 next set. Alright, we're going to do one more set. 160, and we're going to call it 160. 155 felt good. We're going to test it a little bit. 160 for a triple from a high box would be a good finisher for today. So we're going to throw in some 5s, take about a 3-minute break here, and then we'll knock out our last set of 3. a solid set of 3 for today's top set. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of a break, move on to some trap bar deadlifts next. I'm happy with 160. By the way, back feels fantastic right now. Alright, we're going to do some trap bar work now. So I'm going to do 4 to 5 sets, 2 reps on this. We're not going to treat this as a normal trap bar deadlift. I'm going to use this as kind of a clean pull variation. So we're going to be doing the trap bar movement, but focusing on trying to move that bar explosively at that top half of the movement, get a little bit of a shrug at the top, maybe even get up onto the toes, and do 2 explosive reps on that. So just a variation of a clean pull using a trap bar, or that's at least the intent that I had on this. The load will dictate how well the bar will move. So I want it to be heavy, but I want it to move fast. So we're going to do some warm-up sets. My guess on this is I want to be somewhere around 190 to 200 based off the 160 that I just did for that triple. So I want my pulls to be well over 100% of what my 1 rep max might be. And if I'm hitting 160 for a triple and it feels that good, I would say probably about 175 to 180 would be like a 1 rep max range from that same position on the boxes. So I need to be at least 10% above that.
Couple things I want to point out with the trap bar variation that I'm doing is I want to treat this like a clean pull. So as I'm building up in weight here, I'm not trying to rip the bar off the ground as quickly as possible. I want the bar to be accelerating all the way through the top motion. So off the ground, I'm thinking about being strong and powerful. And then as that bar gets to the knee and past the knee, I'm thinking about trying to accelerate to that top position as quickly as possible. My working sets today, I did 2 sets at 190. So here's set number 1 at 190. Set number 2, again, strong off the floor, quick past the knees. So we're doing another double at 190. And then I did my last 2 working sets at 200. This side angle here, I just wanted to show you guys what the bar path looks like. It should pretty much be a straight up and down movement. So not the same as what a clean pull would be, as that bar kind of sweeps back towards yourself, but more so thinking about vertical force, producing as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and getting that bar to the top position as quickly as possible after it passes the knees.
All right, that is the video for today. The session overall, I felt was really good. Cleans felt great, trap bar pulls felt great, jumps, everything was a really good session. I ended with some accessory work, doing some hip extension work on the GHD, followed by some hip flexion work on the GHD. You can look at my video I did last week. That'll show exactly what I did. The sets and reps were the same on that, so I didn't feel like I really needed to hammer that in another video. But tomorrow, I'm gonna be going into the gym. We're gonna do some heavy jerks, some floor press, some upper body work. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that video up. I have my daughter this weekend, so depending on how things are gonna be with her, I'll see if I can get a video filmed while we're at the gym, but it's all gonna be dependent on time, availability, how she's feeling, if we go to the gym tomorrow or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. That's the life of a single parent. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment for the algorithm. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely see you guys again on Monday.